Hey everyone, this is Tim Dial with Nexa Mortgage, and I wanted to put this short video together to give an update. Today was another Fed day. Jerome Powell came out and they did another 25 basis point rate cut as expected today to the Fed funds rate, and but then they also, as always, Jerome Powell always has a press conference afterwards and makes comments, and a lot of times those comments impact the market more so than the actual cut that was expected. The markets had already priced in the 25 basis point rate cut, so that didn't really impact the market at all. But Jerome Powell's comments certainly did, and so I wanted to get into a little bit about what happened there and what's going on and what can kind of be expected moving forward for Q1 and Q2 in 2025. So anyway, first of all, they did make the 25 basis point rate cut, and then during the press conference, Jerome Powell indicated that in 2025 they're expecting to do two more 25 basis point rate cuts, for a total of 50 basis points, and that really was a negative on the market, and that's because in the previous meeting they had indicated that they would probably make 4 to 5 25 basis point rate cuts in 2025. So that would have been 100 to 125 basis points of rate cuts in 2025. Now they're saying only 50. And as a result, the markets really reacted poorly to that. And so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and then we can get into that a little bit here. So let's see. Here we go. So if you look here, we took a 47 basis point hit today to the 30-year bond, which is what impacts the mortgage interest rates. This at one point, this was up to, I think it was like 63 basis points or something like that. So it was huge, and then it did back off a little bit, but still a very bad day, worst day that we've had in the last 6 months, I would say, something like that. And so if you look at what the curve has done, we were making some nice progress right here, and then here in the last week or so, it's really taken a dive to probably the worst level we've had in the past 6 months as far as the rates go. So that's kind of what you're looking at there. We could see some recovery in the next few days. This may have been an overreaction, so we'll have to see. That may be why it backed off from the 63 to get back to 47. You can also see it in the 10-year. The 10-year also, the nice thing about the 10-year is it moves the same direction as the 30-year rates. So when it's going up, the rates are going up, and as you can see, it's at the highest level that we've seen. So at least in the last 6 months or so. So anyway, that's what we've had happen today, and that's strictly because of his comments, not because of anything else. If he'd have just done the 25 basis point rate cut and then said absolutely nothing, this wouldn't have happened with the markets, right? They wouldn't have reacted like this. They reacted simply because of his comments. And what's so stupid about it is that the next Fed meeting, which I think maybe the next one will be February, I can't remember, but anyway, the next Fed meeting, they could change this again, and they could say 4 or 5 again, right? So you just never know what they're going to say from one time to the next, and which is why they really shouldn't say anything. They should just say, here's what we've done, and what we're going to do will depend on the data by the next time we have a meeting, and we're not going to signal anything in advance. That's what they should do. But they never do that, unfortunately. They like to cause this kind of chaos, it seems like. The other thing, too, is they're still not taking a lot of things into consideration. The reason they're backing off of what they'd said before is because inflation's running a little bit hotter than what they were hoping. And the reason that they're having trouble with inflation is hugely because of insurance and because of rent or owner equivalence rent. Those things are hotter, and those things are not impacted by interest rates at all. So there's nothing the Fed can do about them. And so they can keep interest rates as high as they want, and those two things are not going to settle down just because of their interest rates being high. The only thing that they will do is cause us to go into a recession. And if they continue this stance, that's exactly what's going to happen. Probably by spring, certainly by summer, we'll be in a recession. And And then they probably won't announce it until like the fall, because they're always delayed when they announce a recession. They'll in the fall they'll say, well, we actually went into a recession in April or whatever, and that's kind of what I would expect if they continue this stance, because this can't continue. They can't continue with the high rates and expect us not to go into a recession. So one thing about the Fed is they always react late. It seems like that's why inflation got as bad as it did, was because they reacted late and they raised interest rates too late. And now they're going to do the same thing with lowering the rates. They're going to end up reacting too late. And as a result, we're going to go into a recession. So that's what I kind of expect moving forward. But I did want to cover that in some detail here. We'll see what happens over the next few days to see if this comes back down a little bit on this 10-year, and see if this 30-year can maybe recover and come back up a little bit, because this could be a bit of an overreaction by the markets as well. So we'll just have to see how things sort of pan out. But that's what I wanted to cover right now. There's nothing else to really go over as far as this goes, other than we just have to keep watching it. And then the next time the Fed has a meeting, they'll probably signal what they're going to do again, and the signal will probably be different than it was this time, because that seems to be their pattern. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I'll go ahead and stop the share here, and then if you do have anything you need, anything you want, certainly I'm always here to help. If you have any questions, just send me a message, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks. Bye.